Okay, if you haven't tuned in, part one of this hunt, I run into this giant right here. Get so close, get 40 something yards away from him, and he just busts me, a monster. And then if you haven't seen day two, totally different spot, 15 miles away, another giant old bruiser, great big 8-pointer with trashy eye guards, walking right to me, gets within 42 yards. And dude, I'm telling you, this was an old mature buck. His horns made his head bounce like it was a big one. Couldn't make that happen. Now we're going into day 3.
All right, good morning. It's November 11th. It's about 4 in the morning. Sunrise is not till 7:15. I got a 30-minute drive. Legal shooting light will be about 6:45. I want to be there way before. My goal is to be over an hour before shooting light, so that would be 5:45. So I'm hoping to leave here by 5 a.m. That gets me there at 5:30. Probably about a 15-minute walk to the stand, nice and slow and easy. Probably going to scare some deer. Hard to tell when you hunt mornings in places that are just all ag. You may not scare deer, but according to the camera, Candyman's firing right now. Haven't seen any of the monsters on the camera, but several good bucks, lots of does. I promise you them big ones are just around the outskirts. So yeah, let's hurry up and get all our hunting clothes on. I already made 2 sandwiches. I'm hunting all day today. I'm not gonna get down unless my phone dies, and then I might get down because I want to film it. So I might go charge my phone at midday if I think it's gonna die. But other than that, we're gonna be out there hunting and see what happens. We got a beautiful 32 degrees, soft northeast wind. Perfect for where we're hunting. Perfect.
28 degrees. That is fantastic.
stopping in the field, I heard bucks running and grunting. And I went ahead and slowly walked in, and I scared a bunch of deer out of here. They were blowing and running. And then went to get to my stand, and I couldn't find my bow rope. The wind had blown it way up in a tree, I guess. So I climbed halfway up this tree, about 30-something foot in the air, and I finally found the bow rope and was able to clip it onto my bow, but that was almost a disaster. I think I've already got 2 does. One of them's got a bad limp, bedded down behind me, between me and the road here. And I think I've got 1 or 2 more that were, I don't know, less than 100 yards that way, that acted like they were gonna bed in this little thick stuff over here. So saw some bucks running does like crazy out there in the field. I couldn't record them, it's too thick, but I didn't see any giants. So hopefully these does that are bedded down here, hopefully a big mature buck makes his way through this area and looks for him. And we'll be here waiting. I bet it's still 30 degrees, dead calm. All you can hear is big tractor diesels transporting corn. Okay, let's get back at it. Well, I heard a deer blow off in the woods, and then a little later, a little buck come running out. And he ran into this finger. He's working his way right to us. We'll probably get him here pretty close in a minute. But then it sounded like I heard 2 bucks just crash horns over there where that deer blew from. It only crashed like once or twice, and then it was done. Pretty exciting. Just came in here, and she's just bedded down right over there about 60, 70 yards. The problem with that is I have to pee, and I gotta eat, and I didn't bring a bottle to pee in, so I would have to dump my water out or drink it, which would just make me pee again later. So I'm in a conundrum. What would you do? I'm not peeing my pants. I can go without eating, but I'm not peeing my pants. So maybe I gotta come up with something. right by that doe, bedded down, and he never found her. She didn't move. They're pretty good at hiding. Pretty decent 8-pointer. Just brought a doe into my creek here, and he bedded down with her over there about 70 yards, not very far away from where that other doe is bedded. He's not a shooter, but he's a really pretty 8-pointer. It's noon, 12 o'clock.
So that nice 8-pointer is bedded down right there, and what you can't see in the video is another buck is coming in from my right, and it gets that doe up out of the bed that 8-pointer was with, and you're gonna see a little bit of a standoff here. Thought it was pretty cool.
was really cool. Another 3.5-year-old came in here, another 8 or 9 pointer, and the one that was bedded down with that doe got up, and they bowed up to each other, and he kind of ran him off at first, but then the buck came back, and they stood there like 10 yards away from each other, both of them just pawing the ground. They were grunting and snort-wheezing, and I don't know if you could hear it because they were a little ways away, but they were being really vocal, but they wouldn't bow up on each other. And then I realized that one that was here with the bedded doe, it's been shot. It's got a hole up high on its right side, like just in front of its hip, around its back straps. So looks like the shot might have been somebody shot it running away or quartered away and hit it back high. But that deer's been shot, so he's doing fine. They're so resilient. And then she ran him across the field. He ran that buck off across the field, and then the dadgum doe ran over there, so he's probably back over there having to defend his girl one more time. But it's like 12:45, so middle of the day action, still good. I can't wait. As the evening goes, should get better. The wind should die back down too, so it got a little windy. Sandwich number 2. First one was peppered turkey. This is a peanut butter and jelly. It's 1:30, so about a little over 4 hours left to hunt. And about 4 o'clock, it's gonna get crazy good, I predict. My nose is red, it's cold. It's 4:15. I still got this doe bedded 35 yards from me. I saw a couple of deer across the field that went back in. I feel like any minute this should get good. The squirrels are really big here and active. The doe just got up.
All right, guys. So I'm back at the hotel room. I am exhausted. I don't know how many times you guys have done all day hunts, but I got up really early this morning, 4 o'clock. I sat in that tree stand all day, and then I lowered my bow at dark. Deer were everywhere. Everywhere. Lowered my bow, and all of a sudden, I hear bucks coming into the bottle. I'm talking grunting, snort, wheezing, stomping, running, chasing does, all underneath me. And I can kind of make them out with my eyes. Like, I can see horns on 2 of them. I can see their dark bodies. Well, early in the day, I had to use the bathroom, and I peed out of the tree stand. And I shot it off another tree to try to keep it quiet. Anyway, peed a lot. That buck comes over there, smells my bow. It's hanging on the bow rope at the base of my tree, and then smells where I peed, snort, wheezes, and then he pees where I peed. Pees on my pee. He peed on my pee. I've never, have I ever had a buck pee on my pee, but tonight it happened. I didn't know what it was. I mean, I knew it had a rack. I could see its rack. I didn't know which deer it was. I go check my Tacticams. Big old 10-pointer. And then another one with no horns. And I knew there was more than one buck down there. But there's another one that has, like, all his tines are broke off, I think. But, yeah, giant, great deer. Right underneath me, straight out. Way too dark to shoot. So then I got stuck in my tree forever. And I'm like 40 foot in the air. And I did not like being up there in the dark that late when it goes time to, like, put your backpack on and stuff. Like, I kind of lose my equilibrium. Like, I'm going to fall out the tree. I don't know if that's how you guys feel when you're up 40 foot high in the dark, but it's a little squirrely feeling. Anyway, I got down, made it out. I'm so tired. I'm thinking about doing it again tomorrow. Is that stupid? Yeah, I feel stupid. But, like, that's a great spot, and the wind's just right. I feel like it's just a matter of time. Maybe. I don't know. It's going to be hard to get up and do that again, but that's what I'm thinking. We'll see if I can get up.